Hey guys, Too Legit City here. In this video, I'm going to be playing the new Relicaaargh lab map for the first time. This is the new lab map introduced to the prehistoric planet pack in Oxygen Not Included, and will be my first time doing a video in this shortened format. So please leave a comment down below if you guys have any ideas for improvements for future videos. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps me out. Episode 1. The Beginning. Alright. Mic check. 1, 2. Too Legit City on the mic. People of chat. It is time for some oxygen. So of course, we're going to be starting a new run today. We already survived the meteors on cycle 158. First try, so it was actually really easy. I mean, they did give you 200 cycles, so, you know, we kind of just were able to do it without even thinking about it, so that's kind of nice. So we're going to be checking out today the lab map, this one, prehistoric planets, Relicaaargh. Can you, oh, you can. This is not a set seed. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Large glaciers, metal-rich, geoactive, volcanic activity. That sounds like a bad setup, man, from the get-go. Meteor Mamba. I'm in, boys. Let's get it in. All right. Impactor collision in 10 cycles. My scans indicate that the impact will trigger an eruption of all geysers that surround our landing site. There are so many. Initiate survival procedures immediately. Schedule, we're going to change this just because of how it works. Okay, and then we're going to want bedtime here. And that's going to be our setup. We don't need 2 hours yet. We're just giving 1. All right, that should be good. Temperature is pretty warm, so we don't have to worry too much. We got some cold spikes on the side already. We see a couple plants overgrow, small little green space. Everything else is warm. We got the lumps. We got the snack dishes everywhere. We have a lot. I actually don't know if this is a lot. So let's see. We have the research. I forget what that gives us. Oh, that's the blast shot tech. The thing is that given how this looks like, it makes me think it's gonna have a spot with these geysers, like all next to each other, and they're all going to erupt, right? It's a set spot. Going off of what it says in the beginning, we haven't found any open geysers, man. That's what I'm kind of worried about. I feel like it should be near the surface. I don't really know how the planet composition is supposed to work, because it's like top down, right? And it's like Terraria. You have to go through the top to get through the middle. Hot abyssalite touching cold mafic. Is this gonna be a problem? This is already heating up. Okay, so we know we need to go here. That's algae, dude. What travesty. Here. Okay, so we have a lot of magma zones. We got the blast shot. We could go down and grab the tech. That could be something that's not too bad. We know we need to go down here. Most cases. And then we could make our way to the tech afterwards. Okay, it looks like the top is where the magma is. This is going to be a problem because this could cook up the algae pretty fast. Low mass. We have contacts. So the ideal setup would be for us to replace this eventually. Right, so we're nearing the end of the first day. You guys might be wondering why I set this up. If you are on a regular planet where you don't have any normal stamina drainers, what I mean is there's some debuffs that you would normally just get in the area depending on the temperature, and if you don't have a stamina debuff from your local area, you could probably do this on any planet. basically your dupes only go through 70% of the stamina per cycle. So as a result, you got 30%. And the first day is the most important because you got to get your toilets up. So a lot of the times, the first day I make them work, that's 70%. And then we'll go through about 30% of the second day, which is only going to be about like 25% anyways. Because it's 70% for the full cycle. So if you go through a third of the day, it's going to be like 30, 20 something, right? So I do that every day one, right? So that we're more or less guaranteed to get the toilets. You gotta have the good strats, man. You gotta have the good strats. Alright, so they got the toilets up. They poop. We don't wash our hands yet because we don't have access to water, so they don't think it be like it is, but it do. My man is stuck. Hey, feels bad. I feel like the impact zone has to be in an area where we have open geysers, or else it can't do what it says is gonna do. Maybe we have to get this to find out where the impact zone. I think we don't have to move. That's what I was worried about. Do we have to move? Like, I don't know where the impact's gonna be, man. I'm looking for it. Okay, there it is. Cutscene time. Demolior. 8-3 cycles. Where's the zone? Wow. That's... Huh. Really? That kind of means I didn't really need to do anything with this because there's nothing I could do about it. Point of this. 820, that's not a lot. Nickel, 1454. There's no way I actually get insulated tiles in time, right? I have to hope there's no other magma breaks. We got volcanoes everywhere. Oh, dude. Critter Reversion Rancher. What travesty is this? We get sand, I guess. I guess we gotta take Camille. Dude, this guy's the ultimate bad dude. Slow learner. And he's a rancher that's gonna be bad at ranching. Oh, God. All right, Camille, welcome in, man. So we have to set up a perimeter. So a normal 4-tile spacing, it's going to end up being right here. I end up wanting that, but I think we got to do some weird stuff. There's no way I get insulated tiles fast enough because that's supercomputer tech, which means I got to grab supercomputer first before we go into here. I don't know how the impact's going to affect us. So I'm actually, like, not sure how we need to prepare this. Like, do we have a better shot if we just move? Alright, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get insulate tile as fast as we can. We'll create space down below, because that does make sense. We'll have to move the food. We don't have any farms yet, but I think it's fine. The only thing we could do that would make a lot of sense is grabbing all the food and water before the impact has an impact. That's the one thing I'm thinking is, like, just makes sense. Yeah, I want to get insulated tiles because I'm assuming it's going to be hot. Right? It's a meteor. It's going to be hot, right? You know the saying, coming in hot. So I'm assuming it's going to pose some problems. But, like, I don't know how bad it's actually going to be. So we lose 2 snack discs and about, what, 20 tons of water? Which is actually a lot, right? But it seems like they gave us a good amount, so it doesn't really seem like we need to worry too much about it. It's actually why I'm thinking that we don't try to fight this or maximize the resource. Because it seems like we're going to be fine. Right, we gotta explore. That's the big thing right now. If you guys ever played on a classic sides Asteroid, that's gonna be the biggest thing you're gonna want to do. We are gonna be doing a little bit of map revealing, because knowing where the geysers are is gonna be very key, just because you want to know where the resources are gonna be produced at. And then second thing is, if it's an open geyser, you want it to be producing, right? Because you want the resource, and it's only going to do that once you uncover it. So It's going to be something we're going to want to do ASAP a lot of times. Now, of course, if it's a hot water geyser, you might be a little bit worried. You might want to seal that up before it generates heat or too much hot water and it's going to heat up the map, right? But let's get ready for the lab bonus. All right, supercomputer done. Insulated tile tech. I don't understand what the impact is when it says nearby geysers are going to erupt. I'm curious about so many of the things. Well, we live and we learn, right, boys? Cooking, rocketry, decorating, these guys all suck. I guess we have to take Liam, because I do want the labor. We'll get some farms up soon. I am staving off the food growth a while. Because I'm scared of the impact, man. I feel like we're just going to have to move everything. I'm hoping to get the insulated tile tech up, though. I feel like once we get that, that's going to be a lot better for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's here that we should probably get started. Okay, research is done. I'm hoping this is going to be fine. Actually, we'll do it like that. Now it's going up. I kind of want all this metal. I'm being greedy. If I were to be extra greedy... So the normal spacing is like that. I want the extra space gap here. And then that would be the normal spacing. So we don't really have, like, food. That's the thing. Don't really have food. I mean, I guess it's there, waiting for us. Alright, we're gonna stop after the research. Have Geek help out with the labor. Really need it, really need it. If we could connect to this, that's pretty good. And then we just gotta connect to that side. This is starting to look feasible too, which is kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting it to be this feasible, I guess. I didn't think we'd be able to do this, but it looks like we might be able to get the insulated tile set up soon. I'm hoping nothing goes bad. I'm hoping nothing goes bad. Oh no, it's gonna hit us in 2 cycles. It's gonna hit us in 2 cycles, man. I'm planning on doing the best we can. We're gonna slow down on the research. We're gonna try to connect to the other abyssalite. So once it hits cycle 10, we will have all of cycle 10. So I think we'll get this, man. It's full squad, but you know, we had to do what we had to do. No food is being grown. No science is being teched up. We don't even have beds. All we got is the toiletries. There, man. We're gonna save this guy. Dude, I'm thinking we got this, man. We got a perimeter, dude. The top part's gonna be scary, though, because all this magma is gonna be open. You see that? They're getting cooked. Oh, can you melt the stuff in the locker? Oh, man. Technically, it looks like you can't. Let's bump this up so we could do those 2 tiles. And then everything here is going to be done. How hot's the magma up there? I mean, we still got it in liquid form. It's pretty hot, man. It's pretty hot. 1,000 degrees. So, yeah, shale's going to melt. I have to do this, though. Because it's the only way for us to kind of, like, not get wrecked. But it's going to eventually get to the temperature that it's going to get to, that it's going to be too hot. So I'm thinking we need to actually upgrade. So what I actually have done is, this is 5 tall. I'm going to be able to go back into here and add another layer. That's actually the plan. So we have space for another layer here. We have space for another layer here. And then we go up diagonally for another layer. So if I have to, I will add another layer. And if I could, I would want to get something like igneous or something. I don't know what type of minerals I'm going to have access to once we go down. but that's going to be the idea. If I need to, we can add a second layer, and then I'm going to pick something with a higher melting point. This is at 826, which is not that high. It's insulated properties, though, which is going to be the main reason why we want to do it. Even if it's going to melt, the insulated properties of the tile is going to prevent it from flash melting, and it is going to slow down and buy us time, right? That's going to be the main reason why we want to do this. We want to be able to grow food. As the kids say, we got to eat, fam. All right, we're just being greedy, and we're trying to grab as much of the algae as we can, because that makes oxygen. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm trying to, like, this is going to blow up. Oh, shit. We're going to get all we can, man. Fire's going to happen. 1.3. And we got time. After that, maybe grabbing the peat might be the next thing to grab. What are we doing? Meteor is going to hit us tomorrow. We want to grab all the stuff we need to live out of this impact zone. I mean, it kind of makes sense. All right, we have a perimeter. Okay. We're safe, hopefully. 3, 2, 1. Didn't hit us. 30 seconds, okay. There's a countdown right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ooh. Okay, we get a unique rock setup. Geyser triggered. Oh, we get new geysers with the freaking asteroid. Okay. Okay, so everything gets revealed. That's not bad. Oh, they're erupting. Okay. Hydrogen, volcano. That open, that open. Oh, there was a volcano here. I didn't even realize that. In a vacuum. Oh, there's ice inside, though. That's going to be fun. Iridium. We have a large amount. A little bit of steam. Ice up top, but that's space exposure, so none of that really matters. We get free iron, I guess. These are popping gold. All the geysers open. Wow. All the geysers are opened now. Interesting. Okay, 1800. The heat transfer is going to take a while. It's never going to be instant, right? It's insulated tiles. It's never going to melt immediately. All we're really worried about is the overtime effect. Yeah, a little bit of a heat source, heat source, heat source. Okay, cold water's right there. The good news is that they reveal everything for you. Right, so you know where all the geysers are at. This gold volcano is submerged. Hey, overpressure. Shout out to sand. Everything kind of went according to plan. So now it's just, what do we do from this position? Okay, so we know that that's hot. That's hot. This is going to self-pressurize, so I'm not worried about that. This one is going to be a little interesting because of how this works. So we do need to seal this one. This is not bad, it's gold. The volcanoes are sealed in a way. So this is the only one I have to deal with. This, I think, yeah, it's already cooking up the phosphorus. I'm hoping somehow this seals itself with a combination of the hot-cold. We could see something like, Nah, I don't think this is gonna set itself free. But it's not gonna hurt us. If anything, it just damages the biome. Well, I know what the play is, right? It's just, will it work? This is buried object. Dude, this is doing well. This is actually doing pretty well. I might not need to do anything here. Technically, I need to bop this tile. Ooh, no more contacts? Okay. So we really just need to see if this keeps erupting. If not, we're good here. And there's no problems. This is kind of going way too well. All right, so let's put the strat. This is a weird strat. But this is the high level strats. We're basically trying to guarantee a tile on this. And then get the full seal. And then I do want to stop the heat from leaking out. I think we just have to absorb it. There it is. Full seal. Easiest full seal of my life. All right, so now we are in arguably great positioning. This is never going to be too bad. This is already overpressurized, or it's going to be. Cold water. All we got to do is deal with this heat any way we can. Which, realistically, I don't think it's going to be that bad. You know what's actually really funny? The center of the meteor is cold. What the hell? The center of the meteor is cold. The steam here is going to leave. There is a molten iron lock drop here. That's funny. And because the center is cold, like, it's hot now, but will it stay hot? This is already in the hundreds, low hundreds. Yeah. The magma might just solidify, and we might not need to do anything here. This is already cool enough that it's not a problem. Same thing over here. And it got buried, lol. This might be a problem. This might be a problem. That's literally it. The only potential things that might be an issue. So our goal is going to be doing the portal tear. And if we could do that with this situation, I want to say we conquered it. Because that means we were able to basically do everything we needed to do. There's an achievement for surviving 100 cycles. Dude, that's easy. We're already going to survive. There's nothing that's going to wipe us out. You could create a vacuum seal. It's just, there's no point in creating a vacuum seal if you don't have a material that could withstand the heat initially. Like, you could do it, but shale melts at 800. So, like, you could do it, but it still might just get melted. And then you fill it up with gas or magma or steam. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could try. It's just not guaranteed to actually be better than this. It's likely going to be worse because it's going to melt on contact. And then you lose your vacuum and then you're kind of just screwed. We kind of want to just go down and try to tough out getting cooked. So we are going to naturally put some triage cots there. Just because I don't, trust the dupes. From this point, we're going to start setting up some farms. We're going to do 2 floors. So I want the millets to be able to go top and bottom for the pollination. All right, some of the tiles that have the hot igneous items on top of it is starting to heat up the tiles below. It's specifically the item contacts because gases are not enough mass, right, to actually heat up the insulated. It's slower, but it looks like these items at 300 kgs, 400 kgs. The sand right here is barely doing anything. Oh, and it's probably because it's, yeah, there's no way to absorb this heat. Is probably why. All right, we're going to do Operation 2-layer shale. Very unfortunate. I didn't want to do this. This cold water is going to be kind of nice. Oh no, bro. My algae's cooking into dirt. Oh man. Okay. Looks like we do have to do this. Alright, we'll slow this down. Slow down the heat spread. Let it spread to the left, which is fine. Oh, there's an opening right there. That sucks. Alright, I think I have to do this. I'm hoping this doesn't hurt me. The cold water should always win. Oh no, they're getting cooked. No, they're getting cooked. Get out, boys. Get out, get out. Oh man. The slow motion, dude. Are they gonna die from the CO2? Are they gonna die from the CO2? 7, 6. Timo made it. Geek. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, Geek made it. Let's go. Oh my god. Alright, so that's gonna soak up a lot of the heat. Flash into steam is fine. That's always gonna happen when they approach the hot tiles. But you can see the tiles are cooling down really fast. We might want to dig down a layer soon, so that we could have more of the polluted water spawn. Now, the good news is that this flashing in steam seals the polluted oxygen from spawning, right? This is a layer that prevents off-gas, effectively. And you can see none of the polluted oxygen actually left. That's actually really nice for us. So what we did was we created some vacuums. So that means that heat transfer has been minimalized. It's not completely negated. It's still, you know, it's still leaking out heat. It's just not going to be directly in contact here anymore. I'm going to try to crush the gas, and then that's going to stop the heat from going up, and that means the heat could only go one way, going down. And then hopefully goes this way, so that the geyser could actually fight it. Bad news is it can't fight forever. Eventually, it's going to get too hot, right? So we're going to have to do something about that. In which case, we can't really do anything about it now, because we need food above all else. Grabbing the food from up top actually kind of mattered. That's actually crazy. Alright, we're going to have to, last resort. We gonna have to do this. Alright, so the food's a little bit tough. So we have a little bit of sweat corn. We're gonna have to use the micro musher. They're gonna have to live with the, food poisoning. Feels bad. I want to try to get a door crusher set up, and then we need to get hydroponic tiles for the ranching. I gotta get the freaking ranching drop-off grooming stations as well. Dump the water into the volcano. I was thinking about that, man. I just don't know if that's something that's smart, but we could do it. It's just I need to set it up. It takes time. So we can't dig through here. We have obsidian, right? So I have to go around is the first thing we got to do. But all this water becomes steam. Easy. We get up to like 110, 115 if I dump all the water in. Okay. This would be the spot. Okay, and now that we have that, CO2 goes inside. We could allow that to exchange with the oxygen. That's seemingly not that bad. Okay, some of this is 100C, and that sucks. Calories are fine. Oh, we gotta get them beds. You know what? We gotta stop them from getting bad backs. We're gonna start crushing. This is gonna be 3 seconds. 3-7, I believe is how that needs to work. No, we do 4-8. Does that work? It does work. Okay, we're crushing. It started, boys. So what we're trying to do is basically stop the heat from coming out and at the same time fight the heat, right? It's what we really should be doing. This room, if we could vacuum, it would be nice. Food is now growing, so we're fine there. So I think what we'll do is we'll do our food setup here. Next. All right, this is going to be food storage, even if it's going to be temporary. So we finally got our first harvest. I think we're doing really good right now. I'm not actually sure if we're doing really good, but it looks like I think we are. Like the food's starting to balance out. All right, so 5, 15, 20, 30, and then 40. 4, so this is 10 dupes worth of food, I think, which is really nice for us. Yeah, it looks like we've stopped all of the heat from coming out the side. It's just the top side, and then it's going to leak out to the left, which I think this is going to be able to soak it up no problem. I do want to seal that, though, if I can. All right, I'm thinking, though, it's time. We're going to drain the water. We might lose right now, boys. So we did a little bit of math, and it feels like the average temperature of all the water here is going to rise up. It's not going to happen immediately, but it's going to get to 110 degrees, assuming we let it soak here. Now, if it does boil, we could crush the steam, which is why we have that here, right? That's going to be the logic. We can try to crush the steam that way. And then that could be how we deal with the heat right here, because then we wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. The only thing is that us adding the water is going to spread the heat out a lot faster, especially if it gets really hot. Now, I'm not accounting for the ambient temperature helping us out, so it's probably might not even hit 100. If we get lucky, it might go down to like 99, right? So I just want to make sure the food's fine. We're far enough away. We don't have ice. Okay. The smart move is probably opening up this abyssalite. I'm not even kidding. That's probably a good play. Yeah. All right, I think this might be a bad play, but I need to try it. I'm going to rebuild this tile diagonally. The items are going to get pushed out. But what this is going to do is that it's going to allow heat transfer from the 300 degrees to the 58 tile. Yeah, it's going up. Oh, it's going up fast. This immediately spiked up. So why I'm doing that is because I want this to help cool it once we add the water. I feel like it's going to be necessary. Oh, we have a snack fruit here. That's 500 degrees. Oh, dude, the forbidden snack fruit. Dude, who wants that? I hook you guys up for free. Any snack fruit enjoyers? Oh, we would do it like this. Just given how the... I don't want to build a ladder, and I also want to combine both water tanks and just put it here. It just feels like that makes way too much sense to not do. Guys, it is going to be time. There's the steam. Immediately solidifies. Oh my god, solidifies on the tile with deleted water. So it is going to cool a lot of it down. Yeah, the water that can accumulate is going to take a while to heat up. Oh, I forgot about gas pockets. I hope that doesn't actually end up being a big problem. Ooh, what is this weird movement? That looks so weird. Look at this water, dude. It's branching out like a slime. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting pressure damage. Oh no, bro. Oh no, bro. Oh no. Oh no, bro. That's bad. I forgot about that. Dude, guys, send the A-team. Send the A-team. Do the build. Do the build. Hey. Okay, that stops the breakage. That's gas bubble. It didn't really matter. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god. Okay, so we slowed down a little the breakage. That probably means I need to close the door. Too much water is spilling in. All right, so what we need to do is allow the water to re-expand. Right, so we can't add any more. So now this is fine. It's going to try to push to the left. Yes! Let there be gas! Hey! Okay, never mind. That's bad. The igneous rock went down 300 degrees so far. This has gone down 100. This has gone down about 50. And that's because of the mass of 4,000. Okay, so the amount of water here went down by a lot. A lot more steam's getting deleted. They're doing the dance right now, man. They're doing the dance. Dude, how did water get into here? I'm so confused, dude. How did water get into here? There's no water inside earlier. What is this phenomenon, man? Did we find a new glitch? There's no way to get in. There was no ice inside. There's no water inside. Now we're at 6.6 instead of 5k pressure. Dude, I don't know what happened here. But that's the only reason we'd be at 6.6. The water spawned here from the bottom. It teleported. The only thing that could make sense is this. Vertical teleportation. This used to exist in the game. Where if you close a dupe on some... close the door in a dupe, it teleports up. The thing with that is that that should have been patched out. So I don't know how this occurred. No way! No way, dude. Not like this. The water I spilled in broke the dirt tile that was entombing the freaking volcano. Oh my god. Well, the water would be better at pressurizing. Oh, I guess that would be what we would need to check. Does this actually erupt? So it's 150, right? I believe it's 150 kgs. Oh, this is breaking. That's interesting. That might allow all the water to dump down into there. If this doesn't release magma, we're fine. I just think that it will. Now, you see this? It is at 1,000, so we should be fine here. But because the water and steam is moving so much, I feel like you might give it like a window. This is pretty bad. All right, we're gonna have to overpressurize this one too. This one is not gonna be a big deal. That's gonna just work. No more, okay. We have to let this just stay pressurized. This might be something I might want to deal with immediately. The volcano is idle. I just feel like that's going to be tough to deal with. We can't go inside, so it's going to be a suit job, 100%. Idle. Okay, we survived, boys. This is chilling for a while. I'm gonna leave the water there so the steam doesn't go up this way. So we're trying to keep this layer from getting to 1,000 is the main reason why we're doing this weird digging pattern. We were better off not adding water. 100% better off not adding water, man. That was a bad idea. I think what we'll do is we'll try to take the cold brine from here and try to move it out. There is going to be some strats we're going to have to do here, though, so we don't get wrecked. Wheezewort is trying to do its best to stop this from heating up. So no one could die, right? We need to make sure we get the 100 cycle achievement for surviving Demolier. All right, so we got to get water for the overgrowth so that we could eventually ranch this guy. We want the vines to be growing out first so that, you know, we could give it time. And then we'll probably use that for food source in the beginning. Food's going up. We're going to be taking more dupes. No ice here. Right, the ice is gonna melt. We're just setting this up because we're gonna have to climb up at some point. Bump this to a 7. Yo, these guys are stuck and they're scared of the wrecks. Dude, they're literally trapped, dude. They got the predator above the water and they're like on the rim of the freaking pond. Feels bad. Get the shearing, demayer. Nice, so this is working. We have water inside. And then all we got to do is get that to down there. Okay, cool. We'll put the suit forge here. And then we'll be able to just make suits just to get it done. Why are these guys still stuck? Oh, they're trying to eat the dew drip. Oh, they're looking for the food. Haha, that's so bad. I feel like I need to do two things. Stop this from becoming a way to heat inside. I want to grab the ice. I want to grab the brine here. And then I want to stop this from erupting. There we go. Starting to get a little bit of brine. See, the brine is cold, but it's getting warmed up by the water right here. It's at 50 degrees. You know what I'm also going to do? I'm going to allow pea water to be dumped here. So we're going to take our toilet water as another way of cooling down the steam. Let's do the 4-8 setup. We're going to redo this. This is idle. I don't know when's next eruption, but we're going to start removing a little bit of the steam mass. The logic here is simple. Steam is just heat. If we could delete as much of this as we can, we just spill the water in. All right, so this is not erupting yet. We're going to wait until we could reduce the steam by as much as we can. So deleting the heat is nice because that means there's less heat to actually fight against with the water right here. This is getting up to 800. Okay. So it's probably time to do this. I'm a little bit worried we might get a gas bubble here. Whoa, what is that? Oh, that's a balloon. Dude, you know what I thought that was? I thought that was the Sonium synthesizer dreaming icon. I was like, is that a glitch? Oh no, it's just a balloon, dude. I was like, what is that? What is he dreaming of? That looks like he's opening like a chest from Dungeons and Dragons. Like it's a mimic or something, and he's dreaming of it. All right, so this is good. We got the suit. We got to deliver. All right, so we're going to get the wires in. We'll be ready. All right, we're no longer crushing. Because while the steam gets inside, it immediately becomes liquid. So I think we're ready to open this. All right, boys. Round 2. We're going to dump some more water inside so that we don't have the hot box anymore. Let it rip. Let it rip, boys. Let it rip. Oh, no, bro. They really going to do that to me? All right, we're going to have to dig this tile. My water is waterlocked. No, come on now. Why you gonna do this? 1,000. There's no water pressure. The water on the side's not boiling. This is good. This is good. So this is enough to keep this from erupting if it tries to. right? Because of pressure limit of the geyser. And then we're going to be soaking up the temperature of the solid so that they're not going to be hot anymore. And then we're going to be cooling down the area. And once the steam gets to a decent mass again, we could start deleting it again. This is green. That's green for go, dude. That's so nice. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to do 2 tiles there. Jump up, jump in, and we're going to seal this so the heat leak doesn't happen. A small little leak long term. We want to not have that be a thing. Overgrown nodes are looking nice. No oxygen. Okay, cool. So we do this, this, that. There is no power because everyone's asleep. It'd be like that sometimes. All right, we're gonna get some atmosphere oxygen in, and then we'll be able to seal this one next. If you guys don't know how to seal a geyser, and you guys are wondering, man, how do you do it without coal? We're gonna come in with some pro strats. If you guys were here earlier, you saw me seal this, but the water spill broke the tile with the pressure. That's yeah, we'll do it again. We'll save this one. All right, power's on. We need to get the mechanical filter in. Oh yeah, I did it wrong. God damn it. I flipped the valve. I thought I had it wrong, but I had it right. Man, you guys ever doubt yourself? And it ended up you were right, man, but you doubted yourself. So then you changed it, but then, you know, you had it right. God damn it, man. 1 gram. We got to get the work errand done before we continue this. That's done. Nice. Okay, so we need to do 2 there, 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 there. Go in, go out. Right? Quick and easy. Okay. Average rate is 0, so we're good here then, right? Wait, did I have it right? And then I just messed it up? I did have it. Oh my god. The double self-debate. Oh, I had it right. I had it right. God damn it, dude. I can't believe I done this. We want to seal that up. You see a little bit of a heat source right there. I hope no one gets burned. Nice. All right, so the heat's not going to leak out anymore. Oh, they have a tiles. Oh, that's a thing now? That's cool. If something is hot, it's smoking. That's kind of nice. I like that little detail added. All right, so we're good now. We grab that. So now this is 999. Perfect. Now the only thing we need is a dump. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's grab that next. I need to be able to dump the bad gas somewhere. This is no one's allowed through. Who would we want to do this? So it's going to be D. Mayor. Okay. Everyone's going to be locked out except for D. Mayor. He's going to have special privileges. We have to micro him. That's going to be the only problem about this. So we move him up. And then D. Mayor only could enter. He can't leave. So he's going to be stuck in the area. Then what we're going to want him to do is dig through here. All right, you could build that, buddy. Wait, but they can't reach up here. No one's allowed. Did I do something wrong? Is there no shale here? Is that what it is? All right, pick it up. You can do it, buddy. This is a little bit of a problem. That's why he has a suit on. He could survive up to 350. All right, so if you guys didn't know, 10 kilograms of algae converts into a single tile of dirt that's diggable. So if you actually could do this, you just drop that in and then bloop, you get it. And then now this is entombed. Now the problem with this is that if it gets above the temperature, it's going to become sand. And that's going to be at 325. So I'm going to move a second one underneath. So if it does become sand, it should stack up like this and still pressurize it. There's a lot of igneous in this room. So we're going to do another thing with the... there it is. So now we could do a weird setup. We're going to have them build this out. Yeah, I think we're fine. This being at 125, I think it's okay. Get something like that, I guess. Dude, he's going to self-entomb. Oh, dude, why are you sleeping? D-Mayor, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. I gotta wake you up. Alright, so we just gotta wait for the heat that was dumped by the volcano to kind of just do its thing. This is this map the closest vanilla has ever come to a challenge map? The thing with this map, Lewis, is that it's a random seed still. So yeah, I would say that's probably the case. Right? So it's not like fixed seed like the other maps were, right? This is random seed. So you get some weird setups with the geysers. Or maybe if you spawn lower or higher, maybe it'll be a problem. I don't know. You could see that it was relatively close to my printing pod though. But yeah, this is the new lab map. Fun times. This is at 90. Oh man, we're almost at the steam generation. 391, 96, 91, 81, 500. Oh my god, it's working so well. That might cause fracking, so we can't do anything with that yet. We instead have to do this layer. Nice random, reminds me a bit of the Meteor. Maybe that's where they took some inspiration, man. I want to say the Meteor map might be still better than the Simo. We just need to stop Pitcher Puffer from this area. Let the water accumulate so that the steam does its thing. We might even want to do something like this. That way the water accumulates here and it stops falling down and it buffers the heat a little bit better. Nothing here is too hot anymore. It's 100 degrees, so digging through this is nice. Dude, this cooled down. This is at 110 max. So good. If you don't know the Meteor was going to hit, it was definitely going to be as hard as Meteor. I mean, they tell you if you hit Z and look at the Meteor, even without grabbing the research portal. So, there was ways to find out. Though I could see what you're saying, though. If I just happened to just miss it entirely. That would have been fun times. This is hot, man. It's still cold in the middle still. Okay, so now that we're here, we're surviving. Like, there's no problem here. I have to go into here, right? Because I need to get the amber, I believe. So no sea comb. We're not going to do the blast shots. We're going to try to get plastic. The problem is that I kind of want to keep this unchecked. I mean, unbroken into. All right, so I think the play is this way. Believe it or not. Let's get rid of this. Let's go down here. Let's go like that. A little bit of a gas issue, but I want to see if we have a lot of lure plants here. If there's a break in the abyssalite, that would be bad too. But that's probably where we want to go. Sea comb, lure plant, fossil. Just want to make sure this isn't exposed to anything. Okay, so now that we're good, we might want to deal with the CO2. That might be another thing to deal with. I would want some oxygen here if we could. Oh, you know what I haven't looked at? Algae. Okay, we have a lot of algae. I was a little bit worried. We might be running low. But we're actually doing pretty great. We're going to wait before we dump. And you know what? Maybe we should let this rock. We kind of want to bop it whenever we can. That kind of makes sense. All right, no break. Oh, no, bro. Top left side. We go down. This is gonna be fun. And then there's gonna be a break on the side, it looks like. We see the heat already emanating. Alright, so the materials on the ground, 300, and then the igneous is at 486. Dude, this used to be at 1200, dude. 30 cycles ago. And this tile of igneous is at 300, used to be 1100. We're almost done cooling this down, actually. Yep, okay. So now insulated shale. Ooh, can we do obsidian? That's actually something that's not gonna melt, so not a big deal. Okay, 900. We don't want this to hit 1,000, so we could continuously generate water. So we're gonna start moving out this algae for that reasoning. Dude, look at this. Why is there no lure plants? Feels bad. This one needs to be eaten. I need to somehow connect this one to the bottom so that the little mosquitoes... I'd probably put a door right here. That makes a lot of sense. Oh my god, look at this weird pattern. We'll probably try to do a vacuum seal. That's probably the smart move on this tile. Oh my god. No way, dude. The fish are gonna be getting cooked. No. There's literally no abyssalite here. These guys are gonna be dead. That's a dead biome, dude. Good news is that there doesn't seem to be any other openings. That's the only one. That's spread pretty fast already, 100 and some degrees. I was thinking we could try to dig through the abyssalite off of a water drop block to keep a vacuum. Dig through a vacuum layer through here. Just leave the abyssalite inside. And then after the drop block, we would put a door on top of the cold abyssalite so that there's no way for the water to spill in and boil. Leave the hot abyssalite inside, and then we have a vacuum layer, right? And then we would protect this biome. I still think we might want to do that. All right, cold. Oh, and we got the neutronium. Let's go. Okay, it's not that bad. Oh, this opening here is doo-doo. Dude, that's already cooked. Oh, man. The lure seed is cooked. Yup. Dude, 187 kgs of steam. Dude, Meteor mod. 100%, man. That's something I used to only see in Meteor mod. We got boiled fish, boys. All right, so this is done. So that means there's no more heat transfer here, right? There's no diagonal transfer. Abyssalite, abyssalite. That's hot abyssalite. So we're going to want a insulated tile here. And then... Oh, D-Mayor doesn't go to sleep. Oh, my bad, dude. I put him on the overtime. And I never took him off. Oh, crap. Feels so bad. Yo, man, my bad, my bad. Perfect. We got the vacuum. We want manual airlock. So you don't actually feel the temperature of the abyssalite when you walk on it? It's a weird thing, right? And you don't really feel it just in general when you're in a vacuum. We're going to be able to dig through, and we're going to carve out what's known as a vacuum pocket. And then we need to hope that there's nothing here that off-gasses, so we could try to connect these. We got the new optimized design, boys. He doesn't get stuck. He doesn't get confined anymore. I'm happy this guy doesn't fart. It's cooling, man. The world is healing. We got hit really hard, but we're healing, boys. We're healing. The world is healing. Moving to equip. There we go. So he's going to try to dig as much as he can while wearing the suit. He has... how much oxygen inside? He should be okay. There's nothing here that off gases. The only thing that could happen is if, like, something teleports in. Ooh, pea dirt. None of that's in here, right? Holy shit, I didn't even realize. Mamba is best cat. Oh, alright, vacuum wall is done. Everyone's locked out now. On both counts. Conquered, boys. This is isolated. This is isolated. This is saved. We're going to infinite pressure that now. That's already sealed. I don't know if we really need to worry about this. While it might be leaking heat, the potential of melting is gone. Because it's not going to get above 890. That water is spreading. We could build a door here. If you guys didn't know, the door is built from the bottom base. So it's within range. And then what we're going to try to do is open, close, crush the water. All right, because this is two waters on top of each other, I should delete the brine. The water might get pushed. Yeah, the water gets pushed, but not the brine. All right, so we deleted the brine. So do I delete 1,000 kgs here? 1,000 or 700 just gets pushed up. We might have not pushed any. Yeah, doesn't look like we're deleting anymore without the mixed liquids. Weird setup, but I need to, you know, crush the water, so to speak. Then I think we do something like that. So the diagonal transfer, that doesn't happen with liquids. That's only solids, I believe. Since we added the metal is absorbing the heat, and it's transferring out at the bottom, which is why we're not getting steam as much anymore. So, open, let it fill. Close this one. That pushes some water out. And then now all this gets deleted. Easy. Totally legal strats, boys. This is going to be how we want to deal with the heat. Just delete it. So we're okay now to just open this. We're just going to dump the rest of the waters inside. Because we're just going to be trying to cool it down at this point. Like, that's all we're really trying to do. Cool down the liquids. Yes, babies. What's wrong? I think Mamba woke up from a bad dream. And he just meowed at me. At some point, we're going to walk inside and then add tiles there so that it never erupts again until we want it to. Next biome I probably want to go into is the right side. So I think what we're going to have to do is tile here. And then we're going to allow the salt water to spill out, but we're going to push it back in. We want to see how this looks like. There might be a heat break here, which I'm a little bit worried. All right, so this little guy can't go eat until he grows up big and strong. So sad. He can't go eat because he doesn't know how to jump yet. His legs are too short. Oh, wait. Do you know what I just realized? Oh, man. Could we get screwed over? I haven't found anything related to a teleporter. I just made that realization. Dude, if we get a bad spawn, isn't the teleporter made out of iron? Which means it's meltable. Which means we could be screwed over with no second planet. Are we gonna get stuck? Oop, oop. Raven, standing on air. There we go. They call that man the Skywalker. I want a vacuum lock, which is why I was thinking about the teleporter. because that's going to be where we get oil. Biodiesel at 180. Oh, vital oil plus bleach stone. And then I only get that from Megaphron, right? I mean, Seacomb. So we'll do the top one so that we could do the bottom ones. Right? Jump, jump. Build, build. Jump, jump. Jump out. Hey, it's Higby. I'm gonna take him just because it's Higby. He's not good at what he does, but you know what, man? Just to have him. Oh, it's a fake break. I mean, it's still technically a break, I guess. This is finally solidifying. 98%. We're so close. Gonna get some plastic, and then we get some free power, dude. It's gonna be so nice. I'm gonna use these. I'm pretty sure I will. Just so that if I walk in, I don't get the chili debuff immediately. Oh, man, the heat's moving straight down. And it looks like the steam's trapped in here because of this liquid phosphorus tile. Wow. Did we do this? Nice. I want to say we're gonna survive. No one's gonna die. Everything is working out pretty well. We have problems, but I think we're tackling it. Let's get some of that. Bottle drainer times 2. And we're gonna pitcher pump the pea water. That's right here. We're probably gonna take everything that's up here as well, so we don't have as much polluted oxygen. But the idea is I don't want to spend power. We're just gonna have them pitcher pump everything and pull the pea water when they need it. We could just leave this like this so that we could just grab stuff as we need it. Oh, my ice finally melted. Wow. That we got like 15 cycles ago. Okay. We accumulated some blueprints, boys. Let's see what we get. 7. Ooh, damn. Blue moon. Like the beer. Good stuff. This is my first blueprint. It's looking like a good day. It's already nighttime, though. Oh, they gave me gloves. God damn it, dude. No, and then that was socks. I have this. I have this as well. I don't know if I have 4. I do have some of the dice, though. Ooh, water cooler. Okay. I don't know if you know about the new Oni DLC, but we got a new DLC drop. We got dinosaurs now. The little babies right here. And we're doing the lab map, which is technically like a challenge map at the moment. And it's going pretty good. Let me ask you a question. How do you think the dinosaurs died? Back in the days, Jaedong was 7 pooling, used up all the resources somehow. And then there was none left for the dinosaurs. So they just eventually starved. And then, you know, he did that for like years. And then he ran out of food himself, and then Flash took over. And it was the story for the ages, man. Somewhere along the lines, you had Fire Bat Hero trying to sprinkle in some good stuff. But at the end of the day, man, I blame Jaedong. It can be like that sometimes.